welcome Michelle Obama, First Lady of the United States of America. Work hard enough to make a stand for landmarks. It is truly a pleasure and an honor to be with you today. So thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Let me start by thanking Sherry for that very kind introduction, but more importantly for her service as your board chair and as a school counselor out in St. Louis. Yeah. St. Louis in the house? Yeah. Chicago. Okay, I also want to thank your executive director, Dr. Richard Long, for his leadership at ASCA. And of course, I got to give a big shout out to my dear friend, Stedman Graham. Stedman is up after follow, but I'm going to do my best. I know he imparted words of wisdom, but I'm going to try to do the same. But most of all, I want to recognize all of you for everything you do for our young people every single day. And I have to tell you, when I found out that you all were making me an honorary school counselor, my first thought was, there is absolutely no way I'm worthy of this honor. Because I know that you all have one of the hardest, most stressful, most important, and most underappreciated jobs of anyone in this country. And I believe the President of the United States. When I think about what you all do on an average day, quite frankly, I'm amazed. An average day for all of you might start with a child sobbing in your office because she's being bullied or having trouble at home. Or maybe it's the kid who's been kicked out of every class and he's sitting in front of you angry and defiant, and it's up to you to figure out how to help him get back on track. And then later on in the day, perhaps you meet with an overwhelmed parent who's not sure that they can really trust you. So you got to convince them that you're there to help and that you're on their side. And then maybe you see that kid with so much promise, but who doesn't think she's college material and refuses to apply to any schools because she doesn't know how she's going to pay for school. So you've got to somehow show her that she has what it takes to succeed in life. And those are just a few ways that you support our young people every day. Too often, you are the only adults in their lives who aren't there to grade them or judge them or punish them. And that's why they seek you out when they have nowhere else to turn. So before I say anything else today, I want to say something that I'm sure you all don't hear nearly enough, and that is thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I have a master's in education with a specialization in counseling, so I'm a counselor. How many people love what you do? So much and so well that the First Lady has decided to come here. She thinks this is so important. Isn't that an amazing thing? So our theme today is building magical futures. Our theme of this year's American School Counselors Association is building magical futures. And that would be a great question. The question is how do you build magical futures? How do you build magical futures? You got my bag, okay? You know what I mean if I got my bag, right? How do you build magical futures? Great question. I don't know if we know how to build magical futures. I don't know if we know how to build magical futures. Because we wake up in the morning, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, we get something to eat, we get the kids off to school, we work all day, we come home in the afternoon, we spend time with the family, we watch TV, we go to bed, we dream, that's Monday. I don't know if we know how to build magical futures. When we wake up in the morning, we wash our face on Tuesday, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, we get something to eat, we get the kids off to school, we work all day, we come home in the afternoon, we spend time with the family, we watch TV, we go to bed, we dream. That's Tuesday. On Wednesday, I don't know if we know how to build magical futures. When we wake up in the morning, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, we get something to eat, we get the kids off to school, we work all day, we come home in the afternoon, we spend time with the family, we watch TV, we go to bed, maybe we dream. That's Wednesday. And on Thursday, I don't know if we know how to build magical futures. When we wake up in the morning, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, we get something to eat, we get the kids off to school, we work all day, we come home in the afternoon, we spend time with the family, we watch TV, we go to bed, maybe we dream. That's Thursday. On Friday, what do we do? I don't know if we know how to build magical futures. When we wake up in the morning, we wash our face, we brush our teeth, we get something to eat, we get the kids off to school, we work all day, we come home in the afternoon, we spend time with the family, we watch TV, we go to bed, maybe we dream. That's Friday. And on Saturday, we sleep in.
Hi, my name is Stedman Graham, and you're watching Pavlina Kidz Place. So thank you so much for watching her wonderful, wonderful show.
Hey everyone, this is Pavlina from Pavlina's Kidz Place, and we are here in Orlando at the ASCA Convention, and I am here with Stedman Graham. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Nice to be here. Nice to have you here.
Yes, thank you. So your hand must be killing you because you just signed so many books. That was awesome.
Well, I think it's important to get the message out. I teach identity development, and I teach people how to find out who they are.
Yeah.
And I try to help as many people as possible find out what I've found out for years, which is you got to be able to define yourself.
Exactly.
You have to be able to learn how to take information and education and make it relevant to your purpose and to your passion in life, transfer it back to your mind so you can think, and you can be a thinking and learning human being, and then transfer it to the American Free Enterprise System or the global market so you can create and shape your own future. And to be able to do that allows you to, be a productive citizen.
What is like one piece of advice that you would give teens that are either struggling with like money issues for college or, just any kind of obstacle that's really in their way?
The best advice I could give students is to work on yourself.
Yes.
Work on yourself. Don't worry too much about the outside world, all of the distractions, but focus. Whatever you focus on expands. So to work on yourself every single day. Learn how to retain information. Learn how to take information and make it relevant to your talents, to your abilities, to your skill sets, to your passions, to your strengths. Find out what you want to do early in life so that you can take all that information and be a learner based on the resources of the world and figure out how to apply those resources to your development.
Yes. Exactly. And I remember earlier today you were talking about leadership. So how can teens, become leaders?
Well, you first have to develop self-leadership skills, self-empowerment skills, self-development skills, self-efficacy skills. It's about self-actualization. Can you self-actualize your own potential? Can you take charge of your own self? Can you take care of yourself? Do you have your own voice? Do you think for yourself? Are you able to understand the importance of education, how it relates to yourself? So leadership is about becoming better than most people so that most people will follow you because you're smarter, you're stronger, you have a vision for where you want to go, you know how to organize your life, people can trust you, so you outdistance most people, and most people are looking for leadership. They're looking for you. So to have teens invest in themselves is it's what I always try to get them to understand. It's the most important thing. The most important part of life is your development, and the most important person is you.
Being an IB student, like I'm surrounded by like IB students at school and everything, and everyone really has a drive to get good grades and go to college, but some other kids at the school, you know, who might not be in the IB program really don't have that drive. So what could you tell them, you know, to make them go to college?
Well, drive and motivation is very important. Everybody really has it. So you got to figure out what you do best, what's your talents, what makes you unique, what your passions are, and that's really the first step for building a strong foundation for yourself. And then you have to have a vision for where you want to go. You have to be able to have a plan on how you're going to get there. Everyone is equal because everybody has 24 hours. So the question is how you organize your 24 hours. And then you want to get rid of the labels. You want to not buy into how other people define you. You want to take charge of how you define yourself. And there's a process for that. And so it's called identity development, it's called thinking, it's called organizing information, it's called focusing on you becoming the best person you can become by investing in you every single day. So the more you have, the more you can give.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Hey everyone, this is Pavlina from Pavlina's Kidz Place, and I'm on location here at the ASCA Convention, and I'm here with Melissa Beverly. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm great.
And you're one of the runner-ups, so tell me about that.
Yes. So I'm a finalist for School Counselor of the Year. It's a really great honor. I think I'm just lucky that one of my colleagues nominated me. There's so many amazing school counselors out there, and so I feel very blessed to be recognized.
What do you see as like the main problem with kids going into college and everything?
Well, I think our job as school counselors is to help students find what they're passionate about and to help them find what it is that they want to do and then give them the skills to help reach whatever goals that they have.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Because I think a lot of kids, you know, are either scared about, you know, going into college or don't have the money for it. So.
Right, and we definitely help them overcome any barriers that they would face. And it's a big decision. I think a lot of times our students feel like they have to know right now what it is that they want to do, and there's a lot of anxiety if they don't know. So our job is to help them to realize that it's a process that takes time, and there are lots of different steps along the way, and that we're there to support them and help them be successful.
Yeah, definitely. That's great. I would feel a lot better about that. So that's great. If you had like the biggest problem with kids, you know, planning their futures, what would it be?
You know, I think we want to make sure that they're ready for college. So I think with helping students and their parents to know what it is that makes students successful in college is really important, because if they know what it is that they need to do, then they can do those things. So that would include things like taking the most challenging courses that they can, earning the best grades that they possibly can in those courses, doing things like preparing for the SAT and ACT, and then also getting involved. So whatever it is that they love to do, it doesn't have to be anything specific, but we want them to start getting involved in those types of activities while they're in high school. So for a student that wants to be a veterinarian, volunteering at a local veterinarian clinic or with a wildlife center, that sort of a thing. We had one student, this was really amazing, but she wanted to be a cosmetic dentist. And so she looked up the top 100 dentists in Phoenix, and she called and asked if she could volunteer in their office. She did. The dentist was able to write her a letter of recommendation, and it helped her to know that that was really what she wanted to do. Because sometimes our ideas about what we want to do can be so different from what the actual work is.
Exactly. So it's great to get in like the volunteers and like see if you really do like it, you know.
Yeah, and even if you don't like it, then that's just as valuable as knowing that you do like it, because it's less time you have to spend in college trying to figure that out, and less money as well.
True. Very true. Yes, well, thank you so much for talking to me.
You're very welcome. I appreciate it.